Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen suggesting today that the administration is considering all options for action involving leaders of sanctuary cities when they refuse to cooperate with federal deportation efforts. It comes as some on the left are now comparing immigrations and customs enforcement to Nazis.
When the president says this, basically take them out, that is what the community then is saying, this is fearful for us. This is the Gestapo on us. The troops on the ground of ICE, they're ready to swing into action. Right. Agents are getting on trains and going through the train and spotting people and saying, what is your citizenship?
Here to discuss is Republican Congressman from Virginia, Dave Brat. And by the way, there are other media outlets, not necessarily right-leaning or conservative, who did a fact check on what she said there about the trains. They couldn't find any evidence of that. But what do you make of those comments?
Yeah, well, that's exactly why they're unfortunate. That's exactly why you need a rational immigration policy. We just had an election on that issue. It was the highlighted issue of the Trump presidential election. Even Bernie, right, concerned with middle-class wages from Trump all the way through Bernie. And then the American people gave us the House and the Senate, and they're expecting some action on this.
Yeah, they're mad at you.
Oh, they're mad. They should be mad. And so it's just key. President Trump has to lead on the Goodlatte bill. Chairman Goodlatte on Judiciary with McCall, Homeland Security, McSally, Raul Labrador. You've got the entire conference in the Republican House that's got a very good bill with all four chairmen with total expertise on these issues, decades of public policy behind this bill. And so President Trump has to come forward with a loud voice and support that bill. And then our leadership needs to support that bill because the Senate will be where the fight is, right? The Senate, they've rolled us on everything this year. Health care, fail. They haven't done a budget this year. They're probably not going to do a budget next year. Luckily, we got tax through. But we're expecting entirely for them to roll the Durbin bill with Lindsey Graham, for example, is not only DACA, it's DACA plus. And the folks at home should get ready if they have their way.
Because even if you all get something passed on the House side, you need 9 senators, 9 Democrats to come join over the Republicans on the Senate side to get even to the procedural hurdle to get to a vote. You know that's never going to happen on your House bill.
Right. Well, you start negotiating from that strong position, right? Then you negotiate. If you listen to the liberals, right, they thought President Trump came in very strong, right? They were very worried that we're going to have a dramatic move. The Goodlatte is a compromise bill in itself. What the Democrats really want is just for Republicans to vote on a Democrat bill. And if the Senate gets their way, we might end up doing that because this city is more concerned about the dollar, right? Always keep your eye on the money. And so they let these bills go by. But if we fail on this issue, mark my words, today, right, on this show a few years from now, this issue, if our party fails, the party's done, right?
Which brings me to this. Washington Examiner outlines what you're facing in the midterms. It says 31 incumbent GOP lawmakers have decided not to run again. About 1/3 of them hail from districts that are at least competitive for a takeover by the Democrats. Congressman Ted Lieu is vice chair of the House fundraising arm for Democrats, said this. A bigly blue wave is coming this November. House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi says this, history is on our side. And it is. I mean, when it comes to midterms for the president in power, usually doesn't go well. A lot of people predicting this is going to be real bad for you.
There's definitely a wave coming. A wave hit Virginia. But that shows you we have to get our act together. I mean, we have tax, right? That's not enough. Now, DACA, Republicans ran on it. The base, either the base is going to come out excited or they're going to stay at home and we're going to lose by 50, right? So that issue is just key. There's some other issues we can do, too, right? But the economic growth will be key. If that kicks in before November, things are going to be a lot better. Right now, it's already all the signs are positive on the economy back home, small businesses popping, Wall Street, the bonuses. Economic growth is projected to be 4% in the next quarter. So a lot of good news. If that hits my folks' pocketbooks, usually elections, the pocketbook's the #1 issue.
So, and they're coming after you hard. We have we've looked at all the ads and the people that are a lot of people want your seat. So keep us updated. It's a long time between now and November. A lot's going to happen, but we'll see you before then.
Thank you, Shannon.
Congressman, great to have you.
Appreciate it.